today's video, I'm going to be back in realistic car driving with the beautiful E63S Amg, and we're going to take it on the track with traction on and off just to see how well this thing handles, or pretty much test out the handling. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now we're going to be doing the traction off first, but if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. But quick disclaimer, this thing is fully tuned. I mean, I've driven this thing before, but it wasn't tuned at that time, but now it's fully tuned. It's going to be a lot more crazier because you have a lot more power, and it's going to be very unpredictable. You got to be on your guard with a car like this at all times, because if you're not on your guard, you're going to end up in the guard, because it can slide out on you anytime. When I say anytime, I mean absolutely anytime. Especially if you're taking a turn or even going straight, it might slide out on you. I actually had something similar like that happen to me with the M2. If you see in that video, you know what I'm talking about. But I was driving it and there was like a dip or a little part of the map that was elevated or a different service, and we absolutely wrecked it. I'm not trying to have that happen to me again. I think I know where that part of the map is, but there's definitely some little elevated parts in the map that we need to be careful of. Like right there, I think I can see when the car goes up a little. I know that's definitely what caused it, because there's no way I just lost control like that. Especially with the M2, it's not that, even though it's fully tuned as well, it's not that crazy that's gonna just go sideways on you like this thing. It's not as unpredictable as this. Okay, yeah, we touched the grass and that messed us up really bad. We need to focus. But once you touch the grass or like the sand in this thing, or in most of the cars you're checking off, it's bye-byes to you. There's no catching it back. But as I said, we're on the track, so we don't really have to worry about that. I mean, if we're on the road, then it will probably flip or something, but on the track, it's okay. That's what we got to learn, pretty much. Nice, that was absolutely perfect. This thing is definitely good. Don't get me wrong, this thing is definitely good, but it's very fast. So it's, it's fast, but the acceleration is crazy, so sometimes it can be unpredictable if you give it too much gas. I think most Mercedes in this game has some crazy acceleration. If you've seen the videos where I do comparisons of the stock versus tuned, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Too much gas there, but at least we're still able to catch it back. Yeah, but this thing is definitely very crazy and it's unpredictable, so we got to keep our guard up all the time with this, especially with traction off. With on, maybe you can drop your guard a little, but not too much. Pops and bangs sound so aggressive. I feel like I'm getting a little understeer as well on that turn. Yeah, oh my, every time I hit the gas I can hear the tires screeching, just to show you how crazy this thing is. And the pops and bangs are super aggressive as well, I love it. It's not going sideways as much as I want it to. I know it definitely could if I just give it some crazy amount of gas exactly like that. But then we're going to have a wide entry or wide angle going into the power side. We don't want that. Okay, big turn coming up here. Okay, that was nice. Or perhaps I'm going to have to send it into the turns. I think I'm going to have to give it a little more gas than I'm doing now. I'm going to give it some more gas into the turns. If we spin out, we just spin out. I'm not going to promise or guarantee that I'm not going to spin out after doing that, but we just have to see. Okay, we did a spin out on the first turn, so that's good. We almost did though, but that's okay. As I said, we're pretty much testing it out. We're not trying to make perfection, even though we don't want to spin out anything like that. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just testing it out. See how well it can do. So don't tell you I'm a bad driver. That was nice. I think we came up, the front right tire came off a little, but that was still clean as hell. Considering the fact how long it took us, or the continued off it, that was nice. This thing can definitely take a pushing. It's very, if you give it the right amount of gas while counter steering, you can catch back at almost any angle. As long as it's not like a full 360 or 90 degrees here, then you should be good or able to catch it back. But this car is actually not bad. It's not like you have to be fighting with it for it to go straight like some of the other cars. It's actually handling pretty good. But you don't want to be in like 5th or 4th gear entering it. That's gonna be, you're setting yourself up to fail pretty much. The best gears are like 2nd to 3rd, in my opinion, for this car. It also depends on your PC, because now I'm looking at my FPS and I'm at 9. You see in the previous video, you know what that means. But now we're gonna turn on traction and see how well this thing does. We're also gonna maybe shift gears on its own as well, because now we don't really have to be focused on going sideways as well. Well, we still can go sideways. I know I'm definitely still gonna go sideways even with it on, but we're not gonna be worried about losing or gripping up too much, because we pretty much have it on. Okay, it still has the potential to oversteer, which is not surprising. We're just gonna see how fast it can take turns. Okay, we'll catch it back good. I thought I was gonna wreck it there into that guard rail. Okay, but my FPS is absolutely being a bummer to me, because I can't feel, but I can see the lag in the game. I can definitely see the effect, but I'm still able to control the car surprisingly. But I know it's definitely lagging. FPS are all over the place, but they're not high any at all. They're super low. It's not lagging like where I'm popping back and forth, but I can definitely see like I'm going faster than the game says I'm going. But this thing is still pretty much handling like it's off, but we're just taking the turn super nice. Let's get some third person action. See if you can see the car doing the body rolls and stuff like that, or the weight transfer. Not bad. You can see the tires are absolutely red. They're insane. They're burning up. Well, not the tires, but the calipers or the disc. I don't mind what I'm saying. Sometimes I just say I don't even know. But I'm gonna slow it down because my game is not performing very well right now. As you can see the FPS all over the place. They were doing good at the start. I don't know why they start going crazy. But yeah, the disc car. But the handling of this thing is super great. Now, the biggest difference would be if you have this car, if it's tuned or not. If it's not tuned, then it's gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be more controllable. But if it's tuned, you're gonna have some more power, so you're gonna be more careful and on your guard, as I said before. But overall, the handling is pretty good. Even though we did have a few spin outs and touch the grass and stuff like that, even though touching grass could never be bad, it's still a pretty good handling car, especially if it's tuned. You can definitely push it to the limits, but you just gotta be careful. Also depends on how good you're getting for. If you're lagging or not, then obviously you're gonna have some little more challenges driving. But overall, the handling is pretty good. I would say if I was not lagging that much, or if the FPS was like 20 or normally be when I'm not recording, I think I would be okay. Because usually when I'm driving this thing, I'm not recording. I don't really have much problems or anything like that. I don't think I ever driven this thing when it was not tuned and I had like a major spin out where I could control it. Overall, this thing is very good handling. Looks beautiful. With traction off, I'd say you gotta be a little more careful on your guard, especially if it's tuned. With it on, it still can oversteer and have the potential of that stuff, but it's more controllable, I'd say. Overall, a great car, definitely nice handling. Definitely, I think everyone should have this thing as well. I mean, if you play the game, it's 250 miles, pretty much on the starter end of cars. So yeah, definitely take this thing on the track with some friends and drift it or power slide it.